Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Madness. Today, we are going to be finicking with MOZE's skill tree, and actually, most likely, I've already made the MOZE build video that I wanted to. Side note, I equipped the skin on MOZE, and I think it may be a pizza skin. And I'm not into it. I didn't know that's what it was. I just noticed the weird pattern of grease, and I'm not a fan. Anyways, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, today, like I said, we're going to be trying our best to figure out how MOZE really works. But again, there's probably a video that I got out sooner rather than this one, because I wanted to get that build out as soon as possible. But this is the kind of in-between part, and I thought maybe this is like some random bit of fun where we're just hanging out as I'm just screaming at you about things that maybe happen, but I'm having a very hard time seeing if they happen, because I may have already dedicated like 4 hours this morning to trying to figure out if things work the way I think they work, and I've been having a stroke the entire time. And what I basically come to the realization of is basically MOZE is incredibly strong, but I'm having a struggle to really find out why. But yet I also know, so it's like, it's a whole thing. Anyways, let me explain. And we're not gonna spend too much time here, because we spent far too much time here on the previous videos, but essentially we're playing off of a couple components. The fact that we have an amazing grenade, by the way. I think, yeah, we mentioned this. I got the reoccurring hex. It would be nice to get one that's not cryo, maybe radiation would be awesome to me, but still awesome and good. We get a crazy bit of damage, we regenerate our ammo to an insane degree. Now, the one thing I have found with a lot of the end-tier weapons that are involved with Torg, such as this, or maybe this, or anything like that, is that those weapons chew through their magazine to a crazy degree. And this thing only regenerates your magazine's ammunition, so it's nothing in the reserve. Which is unfortunate. And I found out that this wasn't quite enough. You'd find, like, it was enough if you had a rocket launcher, where you could, like, shoot, and by the time you're ready to fire again, you've gotten another missile, then yes, it works fine. But when it comes to weapons like shotguns, the ogre, the ogre, that it didn't work out so well. It just wasn't enough ammo regen. So I jumped over here, and I thought, well, what if we got this? I mean, it's only really 6 points, and I can get this, which is the ability for whenever I do a critical hit, I regenerate ammunition. And guess what? Right down here, our grenades now have the chance to critical hit. And with how consistently our grenade actually procs a damage tick, the odds of you getting a critical hit are insane. So you're constantly having this up. The only thing that's kind of neutralized about it is that it's a 3-second kind of regeneration thing. So it's not like like this one where you can just have one ammo, no ammo, no ammo, and all of your ammo immediately back. And then we have skills like this. Basically, whenever we get a kill, we gain an insane amount of gun damage, but it decreases our fire rate. So I was like, okay, well, I don't really like the fact that we got that going on, the fact that we can't shoot quickly. So then I went and jumped down here, and I seen that this gives you not only 15 fire rate to counteract that negative, but also 20 critical hit damage. And again, our grenades are constantly critting, which is great. And they're also healing us. Now you might be like, well, wait, Grin, what's going on? You have no health. Why do you have that healing thing? Well, this is where it kind of paints me into a corner, and I'm not sure if I chose the right choices. But this is kind of how it's working. Essentially, we have this, which says it takes all your health away, but it does imbue you with a ton of shield capacity and recharge rates. But it also enhances your shield delay, meaning you have a crazy amount of shield, but it takes a long time for it to start regenerating. But when eventually it does regenerate, it's going to regenerate like crazy. Now, the thing that is weird about this is not only do I not have the best version of it because it's buffing like action skill bullshit, which I don't want, also it gives me even more shield recharge delay, so I don't know. Anyways, regardless, the only reason why you want this is because it gives you a ton of shield. Awesome. But then of course the problem arises of, okay, well, how do you get your shield back when it inevitably gets blitzed down to nothing, especially if you're playing on Mayhem 3? Well, there's this. If MOZE would be healed, she gains shield heal instead. If she will regenerate her health, she also gains shield recharge regeneration. So that's insane. So any sort of health you're applying is now just getting forwarded to your shield, your massive, ridiculously big shield. So That's dope and amazing. Now you might be like, well, Grin, what shield are you using then? What would be the best shield for MOZE? Well, I'll be honest. This in a nutshell, MOZE never dies. Honestly, MOZE never died if you just regenerated her little bit of health, because you get health gated and then you immediately go back to full health because you're always fighting a lot of enemies, or at least with the reoccurring hex, we have so much damage just ticking around that we're gonna get our health back in a second. So it was never the problem of survival with MOZE, at least I didn't feel that way. The problem with MOZE is that she doesn't have any teeth, or at least doesn't feel like she has as much teeth as other people. Now, how I counteract this and how this synchronizes well with this is the rerouter. So essentially, when you have a full charge, your next shot will drain 50% of your shield. It's a lot, but it'll give you 120 bonus damage. That's awesome. And it says it will return, and the damage that you actually inflict with that 120 damage will be returned as health. And any healing or regeneration or whatever will be applied to our shield. So we have this insane back and forth ping pong around, because we're always fighting for shields, because this is constantly regenerating and healing us. So we're constantly having full shields, and then we're constantly spewing out damage, and then boom, 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 it just keeps bouncing off each other. And then the next question is, how do we make the best use of that amp damage? Well, I believe it's imbuing separate bullets. So for instance, this one I think is amazing for amp damage, as well as this. This is a grenade or a rocket launcher that's very strange. Basically, when we shoot it, it has one main rocket, and then it will spew out other rockets. I have been struggling this entire morning to find out a way to kill a boss within some sort of, oh my god, I'm actually killing the boss time frame. So, and nothing's really been working until I use this, and until I built MOZE specifically for damage. We never die. At best, we'll get like down for half a second and then immediately come back up. But yeah. Also, I see a lot of people use or made build videos with using the cocky flacker or whatever it's called. I found it's fine. The only reason why I say it's fine is because you're limited massively by range, and MOZE's grenades are kind of like covering the area around you. You don't need all that stuff. And honestly, that's it. The only thing I'm struggling, and we may respec a couple times, is I don't know if the damage we're gaining from this, in combination with things like incendiary damage, which I believe is also over here. Yeah, we got 5 out of 5 of this, which is giving us a bonus to incendiary damage, and every 4th shot doesn't consume ammunition, which is great. And basically, we're buffing the hell out of incendiary damage in all forms. Yeah, increases MOZE's and Iron Bear's incendiary damage. And we're also, every time we critical hit, every time we deal splash damage, we're gaining incendiary damage, so that's just playing into that. And the fact that we can crit harder with our incendiary damage. Now you guys might be like, but Grin, you're not using a capstone. Yeah, I thought about it. This one is neat because it may have something to do with, like, say if there's a really strong weapon that doesn't have splash damage, then this may buff that up. I haven't seen many weapons that do that to the extent in which would be appropriate, so I don't know. I think honestly you're better off just building for the damage perks and just forgetting about this one. I mean, again, if there's a DLC and they buff with just a little bit more and you can get an extra 2 or 3 points, then yes, you would absolutely want this. But I also might consider dropping down here and getting these 2 for the damage outright, because we already deal with all of our weapons basically already do what this does. And the extra damage that it does give you doesn't seem to be that much, or at least to me. Again, I've been testing things all morning, but enough chit chat. Let's actually go and kill some stuff and test. And then we'll come back up here and respec just to see more damage numbers and to see if anything is actually working as intended. But regardless, one of the things that you do not want to do, or at least I don't want to do, for some reason, I did the Slaughterhouse, or the Circle of Slaughter, sorry, event, and honestly, it was weird because when they keep spawning cultists, whether the purple guys, the purple people. They for some reason are immune to damage, which really shits on MOZE, because her whole gimmick is that she regenerates through her grenades immensely. So if something just goes immune, you're like, what? Can we not do this right now? But anyways, yeah, there's this classic build where you're just lighting people up. Also, everything's frozen in place. This is the build right here. For whatever reason, Legion has been the best weapon I found with her. Just because, again, the way the shield regeneration works. Yeah, everything dies in a couple shots with this one. Also, you have basically a bottomless mag. You just gotta make sure it doesn't get too hot and all that. But yes, see, this person's like a badass, and we're just gonna blitz you down. The shield's a little bit to chew through. Oh, that's you. Oh, we must have bad modifiers. Also, we gotta keep throwing those grenades because that's what gives us our amp damage. Yeah, see, we're constantly getting that like amp damage shot, which gives MOZE just a little bit more teeth. And yeah, also there's so many effects on screen to where it just becomes a lot. Also, what are we? Is the game working with, or is it not? Yeah, shield recharge rate is destroyed. Health regeneration is also not great, but I think health steal is still okay. Fire rate. Yeah, see, all gun damage is reduced immensely, and all action skill stuff is increased. So this is bad for us. The game is working tremendously against us, but we'll still be able to make some stuff happen. I'm slurring my words and shit, don't ask. Alright, it's a whole thing. Alright, let's switch weapons, because that one is actually getting, again, the fact that we're not doing that much gun damage is suffering for the incendiary damage as well. Anyways, by the way, this is the Ogre. This is a weapon that I love so much in Borderlands 1, and it actually is pretty substantial now as well. Oh, I might have came around and... No, I didn't. Okay, I thought I already was here and killed everybody. Oh, but yeah, see, this is the weapon that I also really, really wanted to use, but I just never found actually I could, because we don't regenerate enough ammunition, but with that other perk, we absolutely regenerate enough ammunition. Also, we just melt the world. And yeah, it's gonna be a laggy bit of business if you're not on PC using this, I think. And again, we're constantly getting max shield because of our grenade, because it's life stealing, and it's immediately putting that life steal way back into our thing as well. Awesome, awesome, boom, bam, thank you. And we just keep rinsing and repeating, and we just keep blitzing, and it's amazing. Vault Jock, did you call me? How dare you? I don't even know what that means. See, that's how fast things can die. And again, gun damage is massively reduced, so that's something to consider. Mayhem is working against us, and we're still blitzing everything down to just nothing. Also, I can't even see where I'm shooting at, and it feels good, dude. It feels really good. Also, we have max stacks of molten, or what is it called? Covered in brass. It's the one that slows down our fire rate, but gives us a ton of gun damage. Yeah, let's do one of those. Boom, boom. More boom. There we go. See, bang. Now let's use a different weapon. Okay, so this is the one that it's kind of a monster and it's like the boss slayer. But we throw this, and again, it starts spewing out high damage. The reason why that's so unbelievably good is because each one of those are actually imbued with amp damage, I think. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going down. And again, we have max shield. We have max shield again. And it's just gonna start laser beaming everything over there. See, these cultists are the weird bit, because they're actually immune. And it makes it just so frustrating to have to fight them. I think that's why you also want the cocky flacker, is because it'll actually kill things quite quickly. Or kill those people quite quickly. Because I don't know why. It says that they're immune, but they're not immune. It's a bunch of weirdness. Anyways, bang, bang. Have a bang. And some of this. Some of this, because I'm afraid you're gonna kill me. And now we're gonna use that squirt gun, baby. And we're gonna do one of these. And we're gonna keep just spamming. If only we just could like reduce the heat on this son of a bitch, then we would be great. The fire rate we're also maxed out on, so that's also the issue. But mainly it's the reoccurring hex is just a damned monster. But anyways, that's the gist of the build. Basically, we're just dealing so much splash damage, as well as we're regenerating so much ammunition, as well as we get max shield so consistently that the amp damage is being really used. And because that amp damage is also healing us, that healing is also being transferred back to getting full shield, so it's a recurring cycle. Now there is a delay on that bullet healing I find, but even if that doesn't work, just the grenades itself are going to be enough to keep us alive and swinging. Also, look at this person. Look at this person, and just give it a minute. And honestly, one of the sacrifices I made was I found, we're on Mayhem 3 by the way. I think that was it. We do more gun damage. Yeah, I think that's what I came to the understanding of as well. We do more gun damage over here. If we were to build down this, I think we're just going to be blitzing down things really quickly. But the issue is that our grenades are the thing that really it's our lifeblood. Like, that's what keeps us alive and kicking. So if we don't have our grenades working at peak efficiency, shit starts getting bad. And the fact that we buffed our critical hit damage by 20% and our grenades have a crazy high chance of getting critical hits, that is a big part of it. I think that's the reason why my grenades are almost doing, if not 100% doing better than my gun. Regardless, let us take a little trip down Sanctuary Lane and respec our skills. By the way, that whole sentence was me ramping until I found out what the hell I was trying to say. And I was like, okay, good, we got there. Respec. I am basically becoming broke because I've respec'd so much. Okay, time to respec. Okay, so one of the things I want to see is right there we were doing good damage, even though the whole game was against us. Again, Mayhem reduced bullet damage by 40%, so that's something to just take note of. Anyways, Again, I cannot see a build that I use with MOZE that I don't mess with grenades in some extent, so I always just go down this skill tree just to be able to get to critical hits and also healing. That's the point in which I put all my points, and then I put one more here, and then I get at least, let's do 3 points in here. All right, so we got 30 points to spend in other skill trees. I want to try to dabble with these ones. Let's try to get that. So I don't want, the reason why I don't want this is because it says whenever MOZE reloads, MOZE rarely reloads because you're regenerating ammunition constantly, and that's what I kind of want to make sure I do. Also, you don't have to worry about the health removing, so it says every time you reload, you gain incendiary damage for yourself and your allies. Even though I have 1 health, it says it currently removes 1% of your health if you do this. It does not do that if you have 0 health, or like just that 1 health. It doesn't do that, which is good. Anyways, regardless, we're gonna get maxed out of this, which means our shield itself is resistant, and we get more gun damage on a base. That is wonderful. We are also going to get this one, which is whenever we get a kill, we get a stack of more gun damage, and when you really amp that up, it gets crazy. The only reason why we're not getting this is because I find we have enough shield as is. And we're gonna get this one, which is critical hit damage, which again, we can crit hit all the time. So this is increasing whenever we get a critical hit, it increases our incendiary damage, flat out damage. That's not like gun incendiary damage or anything like that. So that also affects our grenade. So it's like a reoccurring cycle, because whenever we deal splash damage, which our grenade is doing, we have a chance of dealing incendiary damage, and we can crit with our grenade as well now. And whenever we crit with our grenade, it increases incendiary damage, so it is a self-accomplishing prophecy, I suppose. Also, yeah, so okay, I don't feel like this is necessary. Let's see. Actually, this is just a test, right? We have 22,000 health, flat. What happens if I buff this up? Okay, we do get a lot, even though we have 1 health, technically. Okay. That's way better to get that instead of the whole weird shock resistant bullshit. Yes. In fact, let's put more points into that. Oh, we can't. We maxed it out. Okay. Well. Yeah, we have 100% of our reserved health is now in shields. That's not a bad outcome. I don't care about this at all, so we will just get more shields. Okay, until we can get into this. We don't want shield regen. We do want max this, which, again, I don't know if this is working. We'll find out if we're dealing... Well, then again, I gotta make sure I get the right modifier. The right mayhem modifier that reduces our gun damage. Or bullet damage. Because yeah, it says when MOZE's health is low, she gains a greatly increased to her base damage. But the issue with that is that we are technically maxed out on our health. We just have 1 health. So hopefully it means the number itself, when you are low health, that is when you do more damage. If not, then the skill is completely wasted, because we always have max shield and technically 1 health. So yeah. I don't know. I think it would have to mean what it means because it's in this skill tree, and it would be playing off of this as well. I think. I don't know. Well, let's hope that's the way it works. Anyways, regardless, we're just going to get more shields because until we can get access to that. Perfect. And then we're going to get 1 into here, and luckily I have a skill mob that goes right there. Now, we actually have quite a lot of points to spend. What to do. We've basically gotten the things that I want to get. Let's do this. And this. Now we don't have enough to get this. Which, again, that's the thing that really made my grenades have some teeth. Just because of the critting. And I like fire rate. Who doesn't like fire rate? Are you a heathen? I don't know. Oh, we could either put yeah, the only reason I don't like this one is because it's very much centered to getting a kill. And we already have enough shield. Like, we don't need more shield. Ever. We're fine. And even when you're fighting bosses, they don't always spawn enemies for you to kill. So it almost seems better to go over here and get more incendiary damage, which is something that we will always have. So yeah, that's how my brain's working with that. Also, I don't know, I guess let's just make our mech this weird, like, Thor man who just punches the world, sure. Also, let's go over here and go to skins, because I hate looking like a pizza, and it just looks disgusting. Let's do black, there we go. So now it doesn't look like we have a pizza belt, or buckle, whatever it is. Alright, next thing. Gwen, you seem a bit scattered. How dare you? I'm fine. I haven't been playing so much of this game that my brain's on the brink of just imploding. I'll fight you. And lose. Most likely lose, but still. Okay, no, it's the same. Yeah, gun damage is reduced. Okay, so this should be actually a good representation of what the damage is going to be. And again, we don't get that critical hit damage, though. We don't do critical hits mostly. It's just my grenades that kind of do that. Okay, well, he's him. It's not fair. That's not a fair comparison. Although we did melt him. It felt good, but, you know. Oh, yeah, we already killed everyone over here, so it's not going to let us do it. Let's go kill some Some banjo weird people. Just some freaking weird. What is their deal? I don't know. But we're gonna go put them in the ground. Throw one of those there. Throw one of those there. Get my shield maxed out. Boom! It's gonna spew out some grenades. We're gonna do another one. See? Look at that. And we basically have max shield because this thing keeps healing us. See? And max shield again. Because it deals enough damage to where it keeps giving us that amp damage. And although everyone was dead, so it didn't give us that. But we could throw our grenade and give it back as well, if we do want that to happen. That to hippity happen. Neat. I do want to see one thing. So we have like 31,000 shield. What happens if we take this thing off? What does that look like? Do I have enough space to do that? I do. Good. Let's just equip it anywhere. What does that look like? Ooh, we lose a lot. We lose a lot. But we have still 17,000. That's a lot in general. But just that in combination with that is disgustingly nutty. Anyways, oh, look at my health. It's so low. And look at my shield. And I got max shield. And bang, eat a shit. Bang, 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 bang. Die. Everything dead. I may have hurt myself there, but it's fine. This may be the best build, honestly, of it. Because, yeah, it's the same gun damage decrease. And we got that monstrous amount of health. We gotta throw more grenades to get that max amp damage going. There we go. And see, we just keep getting that amp damage. So we just keep melting the boss. And this is how MOZE has like good damage. Like, cause again, she can survive for eternity, but she just doesn't. What do you call it? There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want to keep manipulating that amp damage.
Because MOZE struggles with dealing a lot of damage in Mayhem 3 because everyone's so resistant.
Yeah. One of these. And we'll keep getting all that health regeneration because we got all those magazine increases. And also we just happen to have a massive magazine with a specific gun. Yeah. In fact, I would love a fire weapon because yeah, that's also amazing. Whenever you see that, let's do one of these. You melt. You melt. But then you also gotta put the damn thing out and it's just frustrating, you know? But see, our grenades doing the same thing? Maybe the critting was not as much as I thought it was. No, you crit a good bit. Yeah, no, I just noticed you like seen chunks happen. I think that was what the critting was beforehand. Let's do one of these. No, not that. Okay, so you guys might be like, well, Grin, it's working just fine. What's your problem? I want to reestablish this. I'm sorry, I'm messing up with the things, but we have 40% low in terms of bullet damage. So we should be dealing more, a lot more. It's nerfing us, okay? And we're still killing things incredibly quickly. Also, I'm always satisfied when playing with MOZE because it is just the most pretty hellish storm that you can possibly see. Also, we are losing some ammunition, which is less ideal. But anyways, this is essentially the thing that makes it all come together. It's this. We're gonna do one of those, and we're just gonna let it recharge, and our amp damage is ready to go again. We're gonna do one of those. We're gonna do one of those, keep throwing those so we keep giving our thing back. Also, we're gonna do this, and then immediately leave, because this... Okay. Okay, MOZE is buggy as well. Not that. The build's not buggy. It's MOZE's weird love affair with the bear mech that is buggy. It's the thing that's broken. Also, what little money I have is now gone. Good times. Didn't even do anything really wrong, but you know. Game says fuck you, you did. And I'm like, okay, well, you're rude. You're absolutely rude. A terrible person to boot. And we're gonna have max shield in a little bit here. Boom. We'll keep throwing grenades. Hi guys, I thought I'd make a little introduction here. Basically, Grave Ward is buggy when it comes to MOZE, because your grenades are not able to tether to him and deal splash damage. Every other boss you melt and can regenerate shields constantly. I was just constantly farming Grave Ward, and weirdly enough, he happens to have a glitch with MOZE where she's not able to deal splash damage to him, so you're not able to. Your hex is basically limited heavily, but you can still get by because, of course, every boss summons ads, which you can just wait for those ads to show up and use them as the lifeblood for your shields and to amplify the weapon that way. There we go. And we have more grenades. Well, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, this is perfect. This is excellent. This is what we want. We want to wait for ads and then just keep spamming. In fact, it's probably best if we didn't actually... Yeah, see, that's exactly what we want. As soon as we get some ads so that we can actually start regenerating our grenade and our shield and our amp damage, that's when we start wrecking. You look at that. That's what we want. Yeah, that's much better. See? See, I was about to say, I remember like melting this person. It's because their ads need to spawn in right. I forgot. That's the thing that sucks, because again, you need to be able to regenerate your shield, and for whatever reason, this boss just says no. It's like, I'm not doing that, and I'm like, well, you can't do that. You can do that, I guess, but it's a real dick move. After you exit Iron Bear, you constantly regenerate ammunition. Oh, I don't really want it. I'll take it just because why not? I can't pick up that. Well, I want to try out one more thing, since this is just like literally me shooting the shit and testing things. I do want to see if that one grenade is maybe best, and maybe we should try a different boss, because again, for whatever reason, that boss just doesn't get like AoE splash damaged. I don't know why. It impacts on him and blows up, and I think it's because he's such a giant enemy that the AI or the game is basically built upon that premise of like he moves so much that he would just break the game, or one of the orbs would get caught in him and they wouldn't want that. I don't know what the exact reasoning is, but it is weird. Anyways, we got a legendary in the chest. I already have this one. I think so. Yeah, the taser thing and all that stuff. Yep, I have it. It's not bad. Yeah, we're not regenerating. Oh no, we are. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be. Oh yeah, we're gonna be able to melt Troy. Oh my God, we're gonna be able to destroy him. Okay, I was worried it wasn't regenerating, and it's not right now because he's immune, and the game's like being a shitty person about it. Can we please? Can we please? There we go. Do some of that. You're gonna give me all that again. All right. Well, you're being a bastard right now. Okay, and you're just left. And now I have no ammunition. You're the worst. I hate you. Some of that. Some of this. Some of this. Some of this. And we're going to switch to our bazooka and let us feed off of the little mayhem people. Minions, sorry. Minions. Can I shoot you from here? Maybe. We'll see. Those tiny little things will get you. Well, best be careful. My grenades are going a little low now. There we go. One of those. One of those.
Come a little closer.
And is he immune again? I'm about to say, Jesus Christ. You not? Also, it's almost like the littler grenades are the thing that deal the most damage. Yeah. Yeah, because like, I'm fine. I have not gotten near death. Not once. Not but once. This build is cuckoo crazy. Yeah! Yeah! Hell yeah! Yeah, see, that was fine. Yeah, see, it's just the tree guardian that's gonna give you a bit of grief. But then again, as soon as his ads spawn, you just throw your grenade. Then you'll start regenerating your ammunition as well as your shield, getting that amp damage, and then that missile is basically like all of the amp damage. Not only does it do a lot of damage, but each one of the tethers has amplified damage as well as the main rocket. And you're generating your grenades, so you're able to fire quite quick, which is awesome. The only thing that may come in handy with that one is, what do you call it? If you're able to amplify, if you had a faster fire rate, then maybe something would go a little bit smoother. But at this point, I'm looking for basically another weapon that has fire element, because this one's good, but the fact that it has such a, if like I want a fire rate weapon that has a giant magazine. And maybe even the same premise as this one, where it's basically an SMG that fires so many shots all at once. But you can see how stupid that is. Like that's just so much damage, but also chews through ammunition like you would not believe. Jeez. Hey guys, so I thought I'd mention this. Again, this video came out after the build video because I rushed that video and tried to get it out to you guys. That build is still the best one. Yeah, I did some more number crunching basically, and I found out that amp shot down your explosive skill tree that gives you like a 20% chance to shoot another bullet. That's 75% of your damage. Going through all the damage numbers and all the damage skills, that one is best because it will amplify all the other damage buffs that you get basically. Yeah, it's only a 20% chance. But it's the one that, especially with the weapons we use that are high fire rate, it's just insanity. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd point that out just in case you're like, oh, this isn't the build or the skill point spending that you did beforehand. Yeah, that's because I found it out after the fact. But I still thought I'd put this and make this video, which is just me rambling and like trying to think of ways to make something better and you know. Anyways. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this was me just rambling. Again, this may have been really confusing because maybe I already made the build video and I got that up sooner rather than later. I think I have to. I still have so many videos to upload of Borderlands. Oh my god. There's so much. I haven't even uploaded our first, like, goofy hunt video. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Like I've said, appreciate you. Subscribe button above me as well as 2 videos to my right. Thank you again, and goodbye.